Hey everybody, happy Sunday. I think I just heard some thunder back that direction. I am beginning my week by doing I'll probably do a couple of little like short runs, not runs because I don't run on Sundays. Short walks today, this afternoon. It's supposed to rain in a couple hours, or there's a chance of rain in a couple hours. So I may end up on the treadmill to finish it, but I am going to try and do an arm workout because I don't think I mentioned it in my vlog last week, but I normally do a lower body workout on Tuesdays, upper body on Thursdays. I didn't realize until I was about halfway through on Thursday that I had picked a total body workout, which is fine. Total body's okay. It got my arms in because it is total body, but I do try to focus on arms one day. So arms and more upper body. So I thought I would try to do an upper body today. So I will probably do that. I was going to do it now, but we're moving some things around in our living room and I'm kind of waiting for my uncle to come help. So that's why I came out to walk. But Amy over at Wilderness Runner, I think there's some NUD numbers on the end of it. I'll put it somewhere right in here and I'll tag her in the description. Has tagged me in a RunDisney tag. So I'm going to start answering the questions. I think there's like 11 or 12 maybe. So I'll probably have to do them like throughout the week. I probably won't do them all at once. But the first question was, how did you first hear about RunDisney? Or something to that effect. Or when, how, when. I'll just answer it all. I honestly cannot remember when/how I first heard about RunDisney. I think, from best I can remember, it was probably somewhere, I would guess maybe it had to have been 2004 or 2005 at least, maybe before then. I had wanted to go down. I was not a runner at all then, but I wanted to do a RunDisney race. And I tried to find someone to commit to doing one with me, but I could not find anyone. I did finally find one person who would be willing to do one with me, but she literally only had time off work to like drive down the day before, run the race. And I think she was wanting to drive back day of the race. If it wasn't day of the race, it was the next day. I can't remember, but I was just like, no, definitely not. Because like I said, at that time, I did not run. I would have been starting from scratch. I might be a little more willing to do that now, but still even now, I need time to go in, time to rest, and time to recover. So I am just not willing to do that. So I ended up not doing it then, but in 2009, we just happened to be going on vacation and the weekend of the very first Princess. And my cousin's wife, Stephanie, she signed up to do it with me. And we literally signed up, I would bet, probably not more than a week or two before the event. So, and it was a totally different world back then. Like I said, literally like a week or two before the event. Now, if you don't sign up day of, you are the day of registration opening, you're probably not going to get in. But it was quite literally maybe a week or two before the event. And like I said, we just happened to be going to be down there at the same time as the event anyway. So that's why we signed up. And the rest, shall we say, is history. That was my very first 5K I had ever ran. And like I said, totally different ball game from the way RunDisney races are ran now. It was basically ran like most of the local races I've done, where you just kind of group yourself with the pace that you think you are. So they had signs that said, 15-minute mile, 13-minute mile, 12-minute mile. And you just went and you got in that little, I wouldn't even call it a corral. I guess it kind of was a corral, but They weren't like cordoned off or anything like that. It was just groups. So totally different ball game from what we have now. But yeah, so my first one was in 2009, and I could be a perfect princess, but I was definitely not in half marathon shape then. I was probably lucky to be in 5K shape. I did make it, ran the entire thing, didn't stop for a single character, and it wasn't chip timed. But according to the clock, I made it in under 30 minutes. I don't remember what my specific clock time was back then because I was just happy that I finished. Question number 2, as it thunders again. How many Run Disney races have I done? I think, I am not going to swear to it, but I think I have done 12. That's not including a couple of virtuals that I have done. That's starting with the 2009 Royal Family 5K. It was not the Princess 5K. It was the Royal Family 5K. And the last one that I did was 2022's half marathon this past January. Question number 3. What is your favorite Run Disney race or race weekend? That's a tough one because there are kind of really different things that I like about each one. I don't know. I would have to probably say, I don't know. I like the Tower of Terror 10 miler that I did in 2014. The main reason why I loved it was because it was a night race, and I definitely enjoy night races more than morning races because I don't consider myself a morning person, but I don't really consider myself a night person either. But once I'm up, I'm good. And it's easier for me to like plan out meals and things like that if it's a night race. But as far as course goes, my favorite course would have to be the Star Wars half marathon that I did in 2019. Went through more of the parks. I got to see a little bit more. There were just several things about the course that I liked better than any of the others that I had done. If you go for race weekend, I don't know, I'd probably have to go with marathon weekend just because the whole vibe is different, because you do have people doing a full marathon that weekend as opposed to a half. And I don't want to say just a half because halves are hard, people. But you do have that whole vibe of it just being full marathon coming up and people excited about that too. So, like I said, I think they all have their benefits and disadvantages. I could easily tell you my least favorite, but since that's not the question, I won't answer it. I might have codependence issues, but you can't tell me this dog doesn't too. He licked my legs because I had sweat on him from doing my workout. And when he laid down, he's using my leg for a pillow. Hey everybody, just literally finished my run less than 30 seconds ago. 30 minutes with my warm-up walk. I had 2.85 miles. So now I'm just going to walk a little bit before I go in and get the pups. But I wanted to take the time to answer at least question 4 for the Run Disney Challenge. And question 4 is, what is my favorite park to run through? Honestly, I don't necessarily have a favorite, but I guess if I had to pick one, I would probably pick Magic Kingdom. It's my favorite park overall anyway, so it is just kind of magical to get to run down Main Street. It was kind of neat to run through Animal Kingdom for the Star Wars half marathon while it was still dark, to see the fiber optics and stuff, bioluminescence in the pavement. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Magic Kingdom for sure. Question 5 is, what is my favorite Run Disney medal? I actually like all of them. I don't think there has been a single one that I didn't really like. My least favorite medal actually probably goes with my least favorite race. But my favorite, I'm gonna go with the 2022 half marathon, just because I really liked that whole look of the iridescent that it's got. I think I'm really gonna like the one for the marathon this coming year, because I think it's gonna be pretty big, just with it being the 30th. So we'll see. But as of the ones I have right now, probably my absolute favorite is the 2022 half marathon. I have now went and got the bups, and my glasses. I'm going to answer question number 6 while I walk him. Number 6 was, what are 3 songs that are on your Run Disney playlist? And I am going to interpret this as like Disney songs. I don't actually listen to a whole lot of music when I run anymore. I used to all the time, but I really just don't much anymore. So my 3 songs that are on, 3 Disney songs, they're on my Run Disney / running playlist, are number 1, Go the Distance, Roger Bart. There is a Go the Distance that is a Mouser-size remix, Jazzercise remix. I think it's Mouser-size. I don't remember how I found it, but I do like it, but the words aren't exactly the same. Roger Bart's is definitely my favorite, even though Hercules is by far not my favorite Disney movie. Number 2 is Almost There from The Princess and the Frog. I just kind of like the message of it. Same thing with Go the Distance. I like the message of them. And number 3 is weird, and most people will not understand it, but it's The Bells of Notre Dame. And I really do not like The Hunchback of Notre Dame. It is one of my least favorite of the more modern, and I say modern with, I realize it's not the modern, but my youth. It's one of my least favorite Disney movies, but it is in the top 5 of my Disney songs. And it's not even like it's a great beat-wise or anything like that. I just absolutely love it. I can't tell you why. I just do. Now, honorable mention, I'm going to say non-Disney related, just because I'm going to throw this in there. One of the best songs I have ever found to run to is Down in Mississippi and Up to No Good by Sugarland. Awesome beat to run to. So if I ever am needing a pick-me-up in a run, that is my go-to song. So non-Disney, I like country music, but I wouldn't even consider myself, the biggest country aficionado. That is my sister Lindsay, but is the absolute best song to run to. Let's at least get Monday marked off in a timely manner. 30 minutes, done. Hello everybody, so it is Tuesday and I'm out here walking with Atlas, so I thought I would answer at least one more question for the Run Disney tag. Question 7 is, do you go for a PR in Disney races? I won't say yes and I won't say no. I go into it to have fun and do as well as I can, but I do that with like every race that I do. So I honestly think that my half marathon PR might be from a Disney race. I can't remember for sure, because most of the half marathons that I have done have been Disney races. I've done a few locally, but I know one of them here, the weather was trash, and I live in Tennessee where there are far more hills than there are in Florida. So I am not entirely certain, but I think my half marathon PR might be Disney. I wasn't necessarily going for it, but it just happened. Question number 8 is, what character do you always stop for? The answer is absolutely none. There is no character that I have to stop for every race. I kind of have rules about character stops anyway. I do not stop if the line is super long. I do not stop if It is a character that you see all the time in the parks. I have occasionally stopped if the line was a little bit longer. If I just kind of needed a break, I would stop. Or if it's a character, I will stop occasionally for characters that you don't ordinarily see. But I do not stop for every character, just because it's not worth the time. I mean, I get it that it's a Disney race and you are paying to have fun, but it is still a race. I'm not racing to win because I'm not fast. I am racing to have a good time, but I still want to try to do the best that I can. Question number 9. What is your favorite pre and post run meal? I actually don't have a favorite, to be honest. I do pretty much have to eat something before I race in the mornings. I've gotten to where I even just run in general. But it's tough with Disney races because they're so early, because you have to get up. But the good thing is you do have to get up to get ready to get there. So usually places like Disney, I will do something like peanut butter sandwich, because, you know, food court's not open yet. I've done hard-boiled eggs, toast, bagels, cold bagels, or not toasted bagels, because I'm not going to walk down to the food court to heat it up. Usually when I'm done, it's still early enough to buy breakfast. Marathon in January it won't be, but usually just get a breakfast. This year I think we will usually try to do a special-ish type meal, but we've done different things. We've done Garden Grill, we've done Liberty Tree Tavern. This year the plan is Le Cellier at Epcot. And also, after running a marathon, I am probably going to eat everything that doesn't eat me first, to be perfectly honest. Of course, I do that a lot at Disney anyway, so And I'm going to group question 10 and question 11 together. Question 10 is, what is your favorite costume that you have ran in? And question 11 is, what costume are you most excited to run in? Or something to that effect. Because I'm grouping them together because I am not a costume when running person. If I can do something that's like a Disney or a Bound in general when I'm running, I have done Captain America before for a couple of local races, but then you can just do the shirt. I think the closest I've done at Disney was I wore a Minnie Mouse shirt that I made with a red tutu. Can't really think of anything because I consider myself a minimalist runner, and if I am not comfortable, I'm gonna be miserable. And because the Minnie Mouse shirt and the tutu was even for a 10K, not even a half. So I don't do costumes. I am thinking this year I might try to do something a little more 90s-esque with like colors and things like that. But I just can't, because it will get on my nerves and I'll end up regretting that I did it. So anyway, that is the 11 questions for the Run Disney tag. I'm gonna have to think on it. I think the 3 people that I'm going to tag are Erin with My Sister Made Me Run. I'm going to tag Susie with I Run Things, and Heather with RunningGeekGirl. And I will put links to their channels in the comment section, and as well as these questions, and I look forward to hearing your all's answers as well. Hey everybody, just finished up my run a few minutes ago, got the bups out here. It was an okay run. I mean, the first like 10 minutes of it, I felt really good. Like, it hasn't been as hot here the last week, so it's not as hot today. So even in the sun, it wasn't as hot. After that though, after the first 10 minutes, my legs just started feeling super heavy. They are a little sore from an upper body or total body workout that I did Monday night. Monday night. I ran and then I did a total body workout. So they're a little bit sore, but I think it's because I haven't eaten as much today. I just had soup for lunch. So I think on my running days, I am going to have to, I did have some Cheez-Its as a snack this afternoon, but just like a handful of them. So I think on my running days, I am going to have to focus on making sure I get enough carbs, calories to fuel my runs. So like I said, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. So anyway, I am just going to finish up walking him and then head back in and eat. My supper has been here since literally I was coming out to run, but I can't run on a full stomach, so I had to run first. So, and then I had to take him out for his walk. Even though it wasn't so great, it's done. Week 12, day 2. I would just like to say that it is now the perfect weather to be taking the Jeep top off. I tried it some in the summer, but like 98 degrees and like sun beating down, I couldn't do it. As much as I love summer and heat, could not do it. I'm serious. It felt so hot. So, but now is perfect. Just out here doing my little walk. I'm up to right at a mile. I'm about to, 1 mile. I'm just walking, not walking fast. I'm just gonna do about 1.5 miles and then go home and do my upper body workout. I'm gonna try to start doing that, walking about 1 mile or 1.5 miles before I do my workouts, just because I've gotten a little lazy, to be perfectly honest. And I used to walk every day and I don't anymore, besides walking Atlas. So I'm gonna try to start doing that more often anyway. Maybe not every day, but more often. So I'm just gonna try to hurry up and finish my walk and go do my arm workout, because I do have a few other things that I need to try to get done before I go to bed tonight. Hey everybody, just finished my run workout, whatever you want to call it. I'm a little over 7 miles now. I had to run by myself today. Amanda had other plans, so it was just me, but I got it done. I got out a little earlier today and it was coolish when I started, but it heated up really quick. So my workout, I did run 1 minute, walk 30 seconds. I was down around 12-minute miles, so not great, not terrible. But I'm just finishing up and then I'm going to go eat my lunch, and then I've got a couple of projects I'm going to try to work on today. So you guys know I've been wanting to show you the shelf that I built for the back of the Jeep. Well, here it is. I got all of this. It took me forever. I had to drill holes in all these metal pieces. Obviously this metal piece came with holes and it's just zip tied to it. But that is the finished product. I have a nice finished shelf in the back. Took me a few days to figure it out and get it all worked out, but I thought it turned out pretty neat. It doesn't shake, it doesn't wobble. I've got these straps. It doesn't really need these straps, but I put them on there because it like just wiggled. I mean, it's not going to come loose because it is, this little brace is super sturdy, so it's not going anywhere. Okay, with 7 miles, week 12 is officially complete. Besides working on the Jeep, not the shelf, I was working on, this dog is licking my elbow. I was working on another shelf. It's, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if I'm ever going to figure out how to do it just right. But I also worked on our mailbox this afternoon because it was a little dilapidated. We probably need a new one, but I'm trying to get some more life out of the one we got. So anyway, that's all. I haven't done a whole lot. Washed some clothes. But I am going to finish up editing this video and then I'm going to crawl in bed and watch TV for a while. So I hope you guys have had a great week and I will talk to you all next week. Life's short. Enjoy the run. Bye.